Now there's two pieces to an amazing golf swing. Most of these, for most players, have actually been trained out of your game. A lot of drills working on getting the perfect positions have actually inhibited your athletic motion and made it to where it's mostly arms. Let's talk about how to get rid of that and how to get this proper hip turn and tilt. And I'll try not to get this club stuck to my mic here and getting a lot of static, but I'll do my best. So I'm gonna put a club sticking out of my right shoulder, kind of on my shoulder plane here. So if I was rotating level with the ground and just turning this way, it would be like that. Now there's two motions that happen in a good golf swing. Number one, as I turn to the backswing, this club gets pretty far back there when I'm looking from face on here. So the club isn't stopping here. I'm really getting that club behind my body. And then number two, what most players end up doing is they end up shallowing this club out and it would come into contact like this. Now when I do that, I'm standing up out of my posture, and to get down to the golf ball, I have to flip it and I have to kind of throw it away from my body. What we do in a good golf swing, or what all the pros are doing, is as they come into the downswing, they're getting that club tilted down to the golf ball with some shoulder tilt. So you see how my right shoulder is much lower than my left shoulder. If I was to do that standing straight up and down looking at the camera, it would look like this. This is where I'm at in the golf swing at impact. I've just hinged forward and rotated to get there. That's kind of the secret to making your golf swing look pretty daggone good. I got to get the club behind me, my turn behind me, and I got to get my tilt to the right in the downswing. If you can do those two things, your swing is going to look pretty daggone good. It's going to look a lot better than your buddies. So here's the secrets to it. Number one, the hip turn. Most players have been told to keep this right leg flexed. I was told this, I believed this for years, and it killed my distance, killed my golf swing. And as I turn my body in the backswing, I want to keep kind of bending into this knee like that. So I'm keeping the knee forward, I'm rotating into the right hip, and it gets really tight. Now if I did that same thing with a golf club here, and I do the exact same thing I just did, as I do that backswing, I can only get to about here. So I really can't rotate very far. It leads a lot of golfers to thinking that you're much tighter than you are. What I really want to do is let that leg straighten, and I want to let this left knee kick in. Imagine someone was sitting on the ground right here and they had a little rope tied to your knee, and they're pulling your knee toward this direction, or right here kind of outside this golf ball. That knee comes in the backswing, and imagine they had a rope tied to your right hip and they're back here somewhere and they're pulling this right hip back, and that leg straightens out there. Well, when I do that, watch this tight swing right here. This is my tight backswing. Watch when I do those two motions that I just did there. All of a sudden, I can get a great big backswing. So I'm not reverse pivoting or anything. I'm going ahead and staying in my posture, but I'm really getting that big turn as I go to the backswing. Now in the downswing, all I'm doing is reversing that. My hips and body open up, and I get that right side bend to stay in my posture. That's gonna allow me to stay down and through, get rid of that standing up. That's gonna allow me to have shaft lean and be covering on top of this golf ball, coming from the inside, all these good things that we wanna have happen. We can make all those happen when I'm doing that drill that way. So practice those two drills individually, and then make some full swings, recreating those same feelings, and you're gonna hit some amazing golf shots. Let's go ahead and try it out. All right, I hit that one absolutely fantastic. Couldn't hit it much better than that. Let's check out the flight scope numbers here. And I'm gonna see on that one, my swing speed was 120.3, and my total distance was 327.6. Now, there was a time when I couldn't hit it within 40 yards of that on a good swing. And that same time is when I was locking in my leg, and I felt like when I really turned and really got tight and stretched out, and I could barely even talk when I'm doing this because my legs are inhibiting this so much, this feels really tight. When I use my legs properly, that feels looser, and I can actually talk pretty easily when I'm doing that.